That just sounds like slavery with
different color.
Ooh la la, someone's gonna get laid in college.
This is a bizarre video topic that I've been putting off because it's really not as important as everything else going on right now, nor as interesting. It's a pathetic, weird movie that imagines roles were reversed during one of the most embarrassing times in United States history. It is a film called Cracka. It is an upcoming show, puts black folks as slave owners and whites as slaves. So what a crazy juxtaposition. You know, for me, I don't know who this film is going to appeal to. My guess is a super small group of people. But obviously, I want to be right up front and say I have 100% no problem with this film existing. I don't want it banned. I don't want it blacklisted. I want it to be out there for people to see and enjoy if that's what they so want. Do I think that it's hacky and an attempt to capitalize on just the division going on in this country right now? Sure, of course. Does it look well written? No. But can it exist? Should it exist? Sure. I mean, Amazon paid to run this show. I'm sure that this will bring everyone together. I'm sure watching this film will give a lot of those evil whites reason to pause. You know, where I'm from, if you believe that slavery is bad, which it is factually, I'm not sure why watching it happen to another person would be better. I think that most people are going to reject this film on principle. It is meant to divide, which is, of course, you know, not that surprising. I mean, modern day slavery is still a thing. Millions and millions of people are enslaved right now. And did you know that black people weren't the only people enslaved? The practice itself is horrible, awful, all around. Profiting from it, go do your thing, I guess. The upcoming series, Cracka, is likely to cause a storm of controversy for the premise. What if the roles were reversed in slavery? No, I don't think it's going to. I don't think anyone believes that it was okay that black folks were slaves, and they're not going to think that it's okay that white folks are slaves. This is a film that is basically like revenge porn that depicts, you know, the taking of women, just all sorts of just awful stuff. That was awful when it happened to black people, and it's going to be awful when it happens to white people. Who is this film for, exactly? The movie offers a present-day so-called white supremacist who magically thrusts back in time to an alternate past where Africans enslave whites and rule the land known as America. A synopsis explains, in a world where white privilege, systemic oppression, and minority protests in order to break the chains of bondage runs regular, white supremacist Michael Stone is doing everything he can to maintain his privilege by exercising every opportunity to ensure America knows and loves, the America he knows and loves continues to remain pure and, more importantly, remain white. Hey, I mean, I think you go ahead, make your movie, you know. The movie is the brainchild of director Restaghini, a white man born in Boston. Of course, a white man would think this is a great idea. Of course. He's worked with colorful ensemble of artists, including Pitbull, Akon, Lil Wayne, Ice Cube, Guns N' Roses, Flo Rida, a bunch of people who are all washed up now. Now he's taking his talents to this new controversial manner. In a trailer of the movie, which is slated for a 2020 fall release, the protagonist, tatted with all sorts of symbols, begins to harass a motorist and, you know, everything that happens. Now, interestingly enough, there is a screenshot from a website that I don't trust. And now they have hid their comments. But here's an interesting story here. Cracka creator hyped that series may inspire real-world violence on white people. And you see somebody say, a lot of white folk are going to get ended if this gets released. And then you see him reply with the triple 100%.
All that for a drop of
Cloud.
Now, this is a screenshot, which means that we can only take it as such. And since the screenshot was captured, he has hidden all comments on his videos. Dale seemingly assumed the comment was from an angry Black Lives Matter activist and pandered to him by showing support for this uprising. Shortly after releasing his mistake, he hid the comments and replies to all of his Instagram posts. According to the comments on the trailer posted to the YouTube channel, a lot of people are excited to see white people harmed in the upcoming racist series, Cracka. This trailer is so satisfying. I can't wait to see it. I don't know. I have zero interest in seeing this film, like at all. If you look at their official start, their site, "You stole our freedom. Now we steal yours." You can pre-order the bundle for $2.99. Here's what the movie's... Oh, and you can have a $2 donation to BLM. So it is some sort of political motivation. Good, fine. This is a good way to fundraise. At least you're out front about it. You know, you create this revenge prawn, and then you sell stuff to make money off it. So essentially, you're still profiting off black folks. So, I mean, congratulations. You know, they do the whole Trump 2020 bumper sticker thing, which appears in the trailer. I was on the edge of my seat from the first scene. I'm so hyped for this. Cracka is incredible. I'm sure it is. I'm sure that everybody loves this movie. Now, you see 18,000 upvotes to 25,000 downvotes. I would have expected this to be far worse. This is like modern blaxploitation. This is like the second generation of blaxploitation films. You see, I'm sure this won't cause white and black people to distrust each other even more. It won't. It's a stupid movie. Fun fact, somebody's using a like bot to balance the comments. That's so low. YouTube has a likes to dislike ratio set by their algorithm, and Gone with the Wind is racist. They're pointing out, you know, that we're removing movies like Gone with the Wind or adding warning screens to Aliens and Goonies and stuff like that. These likes are fake. 10K people did not like this. I bet more than 20K disliked it too. Gee whiz, I wonder who wrote, produced, and distributed this fine entertainment. It's interesting. It's very interesting. There's a lot of really spicy comments in here. It's as if slavery only occurred to blacks by whites. Read the Bible, folks. Well, you don't need to read the Bible. This is just factually proven. You know, I don't understand the point of this film. I don't think it's going to start any valuable conversations. I don't think it's going to lead to anybody self-reflecting. It's just going to be a bad movie, which maybe some people will enjoy, and that's okay. Media is starting to cover it now. Daily Mail. Upcoming movie Cracka imagines a world in which whites were enslaved. An upcoming movie, director Dale said, independently funded film on Friday, saying it would be available for purchase on Amazon Prime and elsewhere later this year. Yeah, if I'm watching this movie, I'm going to get into a boat first. The trailer shows white man with bad tattoos. Title card reads, "You took our breath away. What if we took yours?" I mean, okay. If it's bad when white people did it, I mean, I guess you're going to glorify it when it's the other way around. I don't know. Now, the lead role is played by Michael Stone, is played by Lorenzo Antonucci, who's previously depicted as unnamed henchman in Days of Our Lives and was an uncredited extra in Game of Thrones. So nobody, nothing. The world isn't ready for this one, wrote Saigon in an Instagram post about the upcoming film. What if it were your ancestors, he wrote. I could never be racist because I treat people how I want to be treated. When you see things through the eyes of other people, sometimes the message resonates. Maybe. It's unclear who financed the film. I'm sure. I can hear people rapidly typing in the comments, yeah, who financed the film. Yeah, it's unclear. I'm sure. The website for the film reads, "You stole our freedom, now we steal yours." Writer, director is best known for directing music videos. He continued with a number of micro-budgeted independent films. Hey, good. Make your movie. The controversial premise on the film has attracted criticism on YouTube. The trailer has 24,000 dislikes, just to 16,000 upvotes. But 16,000 upvotes, I am hoping is ironic. Many comments on the film wonder why it depicted a fantasy of white slaves in America rather than a historical depiction of the Barbary slave trade. From 1500 to 1800, historians estimate that as many as 1.25 million Europeans were kidnapped and enslaved by slave traders in North Africa. Spanish author Miguel de Cervantes was among the most famous of the slaves captured by the Barbary pirates and was held captive for 5 years. Statue of him, the author of Don Quixote, was vandalized by protesters. Oh, interesting. You can see really bad timing. Is this a joke? Hypocrisy at its finest. At the end of the day, he wakes up and it's all a dream, right? How is this allowed? How is this okay? Terrible. It will win at least 10 Academy Awards for sure. Look, I don't think you should have removed Gone with the Wind. And I don't think you should remove this video, this movie. But at the end of the day, if comedians are scrambling, tripping over themselves to erase old, blackface sketches, what is going through your mind thinking that this film is going to cause anything good? But at the end of the day, it's just a movie and you can choose not to watch it, which I will choose not to watch it, like most will. But congratulations on feeding off the division and profiting off black folks. Super woke director. It's interesting here that, you have the director here just trying to signal to I mean, like the only white guy in the room is the guy that wrote this movie. I don't think it's actually very, it's not a very deep concept, but you know what? Neither was Super Troopers. I won't be watching this film. I think it's stupid, divisive, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to see people calling for it to be removed from Amazon. I genuinely will not be surprised to see that, and I won't be surprised to see Amazon remove it. Not that I would support that. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.